I want you to examine in your mind the women around you and how they treat the things that they value. It could be a purse. It could be popular culture. It could be Hollywood stars. It could be Chris Brown, who the women are willing to pay $1,500 or whatever amount they pay to go sit on his lap and get some attention. When they value something, they treat it well. They pamper it. They're willing to make concession. Women are in love with the way they feel, their emotions. They're loyal to it. And I give an example of Jonathan Owens and Simone Biles for a reason. How many modern women have tried to talk that woman into abandoning her husband, disrespecting him, or leaving him, or treating him a certain way that hyena culture thinks that women should treat men? And what does she do? She bucks that system because to her, he's a valuable asset. And she doesn't care about 50-50, 100%. And she has money, 90-20, whatever. So this conversation really is about the men that women are not attracted to, the men that women are not aroused by. Now, if women are 32 years old and they haven't been with a man, they haven't gotten the guy that they want, then the next option is long-term security, which is the cleanup simp. But for the men that they want in their 20s, these conversations of who pays 50-50, 100%, could look at the men they've had sex with. None of them are virgins. And say, look, I'm not shaming women for whatever they do, but none of them are virgins. So they're not, the guys that they really value and want, they don't care. They'll pay 50-50, whatever they have to pay, because they're attracted to him, and they're aroused by him, and they see that that's their best option. This is not very complicated. But you can study women. And I love the ladies. Look at how they treat that purse. Go in their closet and manhandle that Prada purse. Hey, don't touch my purse. They've been jumped on your back. Even worse, if you're a man and you're around a woman and she thinks you're her best option, try and simp around her, see what she does. Oh, she's going to be upset. Her head's going to go down because she values being around you and she sees you as a long-term option. So she wants you to be the best man you can be, so you can be with her, marry her, have a relationship with her. She's not going to want you wasting money on expensive dinners because that's money you need to be investing for the future you need with her. She's going to be like, why are you spending all that money? I mean, come on. I mean, it's unnecessary. I just want to be with you. Because any weaknesses that you have is a detriment to her future. So her own self-preserving nature is going to kick in and say, I've got to try and discourage him from being a simp because I can't be with a simp because a simp can't protect me. So she's going to say something to you. You see the circle that we're in, this loop of common sense. So it's very difficult for even a man to simp around a woman who thinks that he is her best option, because she's going to upset her. If she's a good woman and she values you, she's going to not be happy if you try to do certain things around her. And that's what you understand. So it's not a 50-50, all this bullshit. Because look at the men they've slept. I've seen these women, hybristophobia, get with men that are in jail because that's who turns them on. Eventually, they get disappointed and they get online and they're making all these videos and stuff after he ran off. They got a guy that's 10 leagues ahead of them in terms of attraction. And then they want to bash all the other men because they didn't get their guy to maybe hold down a stable job and do the right things. And now they're mad at you. But you are not the guy that they want to be with. You're just the guy getting the leftovers. And they don't like you. And they hate you. So now to be with you, you have to compensate by paying 100% of the bills. Now, there's a difference between a man operating in his masculine, and he's like, look, I got shit for you to do for me. Raising my kids, getting them back and forth to school, making sure they're taken care of. I'm going to pay 100% of the bills so you can be and take care of my kids. That's why I'm doing this. Not because, whatever. But if you're home playing on the phone and on TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff, go get a job. But a guy that's masculine, that's doing this to facilitate his family is one thing. A guy that's doing this because of simp culture and somebody is telling him that, oh, this is what's required. No, that's required of you because you are not what she wants. You're just the leftover cleanup sim. That's why the problem I have with this debate. Women that are really attracted to you or see you as their sexual select preference and see a future with you long term, they don't care. They see the potential in a certain type of man. All the successful relationships that have been going on that I've seen around me as a 51-year-old guy are people that got together when they were broke. And that woman may be home now because that guy has built himself into such a success. He's probably like I'm retired now at 51. So, obviously he can say, okay, you can stay home, baby. It's all right. And that's a good woman that's been under him. She's probably had his kids. They've been she's been loyal to him. She's respected him. And she's been rewarded in her older age with the comfort that comes from the lifestyle that they've built together. But not some chicken heads that made poor decisions and mismanaged their youth, talking about you have to pay 100% because you're not her type. And you have to compensate her for laying down with you and opening up her legs and giving you that pre-owned used box that Mook and Day Day and Daquan or whatever these guys they call on the white side, Chad, Brad, and the old, heroin addicted band member pounded out. And she's going to give you that used box at 100% of the profit for bills. That's why. Because she don't like you. You disgust her. And to open up her legs for you requires payment. That's why they're talking about 100% bills. Because you make her sick. She's not attracted to you. But women are able to compromise and have sex with men that they find are hideous for money. That's disturbing within itself. But some guys gotta get it. Understand what genuine attraction and genuine interest looks like in women. You can feel it in their bodies. You can feel it in the way they have sex with you. You can feel it in the way they touch you. The energy that flows from their body to a man that they actually want. Not a man that they select to pay some damn bills. And guys gotta be smart and recognize and tell these women to kick rocks. They're doing all kinds of things. I mean, going to the church, trying to use religion to get with men, certain types of men. But the price they're charging is because they are not attracted to you as a man. And it's all about getting that bailout. You got to pay 100% to pay for her to sleep with certain types of men. So you better be wise and smart. And when you recognize the mindsets and the mentality of these types of people, these types of women, just hit the highway. Because that's all they're talking about is money. You ain't it, buddy. Peace and blessings to you guys. Time for me to get my workout. I'm out. And make sure you guys hit the like button.